Israel's chief military spokesperson, Rear Admiral Daniel Hagari, said in an army briefing on the evening of Tuesday there is progress on the release of hostages, but recommended waiting until details are final. A source familiar with the negotiations said Hamas would free 50 women and children, including some foreigners, while Israel releases 150 Palestinian prisoners, mostly women and minors, during a temporary 4-day ceasefire. Hamas is a U.S. designated terrorist group. Russian President Vladimir Putin and South African President Cyril Ramaphosa called on Tuesday for a political solution to the Israeli-Hamas conflict at a virtual BRICS summit of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Reuters correspondent Rachel Faber reports.
Russian President Vladimir Putin on Tuesday said the BRICS group of developing nations could help with a political solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The comments came during a televised summit where Putin again blamed the Middle East crisis on the failure of U.S. diplomacy. He did not explain how any effort might be organized. Russian and Western policy experts say Putin is trying to use the Gaza crisis to his advantage, as part of a strategy to court allies in developing countries.
Reuters correspondent Rachel Faber. A U.S. warplane killed multiple Iranian-backed militiamen in Iraq after they fired a short-range ballistic missile at American allied personnel in the country, the Defense Department said Tuesday. It's the first time the U.S. has announced a strike on an Iranian proxy force in Iraq after targeting Tehran-linked sites in Syria on 3 occasions in recent weeks in response to attacks on American personnel. This is VOA News. The White House on Tuesday said Iran may be considering providing Russia with ballistic missiles for use in Ukraine. White House spokesman John Kirby said the United States would monitor the situation between Iran and Russia and take appropriate action as needed. The White House in May said it was seeing more indications Russia and Iran were expanding an unprecedented defense partnership that will help Moscow prolong its war in Ukraine as well as pose a threat to Iran's neighbors. A surge in the number of migrants making the treacherous journey from West Africa to Spain's Canary Islands is straining local authorities. Henry Ridgwell reports human rights groups say many child migrants are being wrongly classed as adults by Spanish police, putting them at increased risk.
Musa Camara is 15 years old. He was orphaned following a coup in his home country of Guinea. He chose to escape, spending 11 days at sea in a wooden boat on the treacherous journey from Senegal to the Spanish island of Tenerife. Spanish authorities classified Camara and his friend as adults rather than children. Child migrants are given extra support to find residency and education until they turn 18, but if they are classed as adults, they receive little government help. Henry Ridgwell, VOA News, London.
A desperate crush to get through a stadium gate for an army recruiting event saw at least 31 people trampled to death in the Republic of Congo capital, officials said Tuesday. A prosecutor said he had opened an investigation into the disaster when several thousand youths descended on the stadium on Monday night, hoping for one of 1,500 army posts. Security officials said the dead were left after people tried to push through one gate. Would you pay $6 for a bottle of water? AP correspondent Donna Warder reports it's the latest thing, and a lot of people do.
Luxury water has become fashionable among the world's privileged. Such fine water can come from volcanic rock in Hawaii, or melting glaciers in Norway, or morning mist in Tasmania. Michael Masha is founder of the Fine Water Society, a consortium of small bottlers and distributors worldwide.
Over the last 10 years, we see a significant change, and over the last years, especially after the pandemic, when people suddenly paid a little bit more attention, it's exploding.
Masha says having the right stemware, drinking the right temperature, pairing it with food, all those kinds of things are important. I'm Donna Warder.
This is VOA News.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comments section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.